Hello Scorpios, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to be doing your no contact love reading and everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings, Patreon, or the tarot course. All of that is in the description box below for you. Alright Scorpios, let's take a look and see what is going on for you. We are looking at the current energies of the person you're in no contact with towards you. So at the bottom of the deck for their general overall energy, we do have the Judgment card. And for how you are currently being viewed by this person, we have the Hermit. I do feel like somebody is, I see the Five of Cups right underneath this Judgment card. It does look like some of you Scorpio could have made a decision to either end something or to pull your energy back from a person. And they view you as that. They view you as, you know, having pulled your energy back. And I do feel like somebody is feeling very hurt, very disappointed. That being said, I also feel here, Scorpio, that this person does feel that they have really let you down in the past. And it's almost like they are viewing this as the result or the consequence of that letting you down. This person could feel like you have made up your mind when it comes to them. Let's see. How is this person feeling about Scorpio? We have the Nine of Wands. So a few things with that. You know, this person could feel that you have maybe been pushed to a place where you're, you know, very fed up with dealing with the connection, dealing with them. I also feel like it's like, Scorpio, your experience with this person up to this point, like I said, I feel like this person feels like they've really let you down. But the Nine of Wands is very distrusting and he's very pessimistic. You know, he already expects something to not work out or to go a certain way because that's been his experience, right? And I kind of feel like that you could be in that energy when it comes to a person where you're already expecting something to be a certain way because it always has been with this person. This person is seeing that. They're seeing that, you know, even if they are having some kind of like wake up call or realization here with this Judgment energy, they're like, Scorpio, is it going to, I don't know if it's like not believe me or if it's that, you know, they feel like you're not going to be open to it because you're going to expect a certain, you know, actions, behaviors from them because that's what you've gotten from them up to this point. And that's what I was feeling here, Scorpio, when I felt like this person feels like they have consistently let you down, and now you being in this space that you're in where you don't trust them, where you are guarded, where you have, you know, pulled your energy back, you know, they're seeing that as a consequence of their constant letting you down. Their intentions towards you. We have the Three of Swords. I do feel like somebody, one, I feel like they're trying to just accept things, but that's hard. They're trying to accept that this is, you know, where they are, that, you know, this is the consequence of, you know, their choices here, that this is the decision that you've made, and they're just trying to accept it, but I feel like they're having a really hard time with that. The Three of Swords can also be, you know, them wanting to heal things between the two of you, but just feeling like they're not sure if they're able to, if you're even open to that. The Three of Swords can also be a card of forgiveness. So this person could really want your forgiveness, Scorpio. The Challenge here, we have the World card. Yeah. It's hard because I feel like this is something that's always, you guys have always kind of come back together, and so there is a bit of an expectation of that from this person where And maybe even with you, where it's difficult to end a cycle here because that's the way that it's always been. But I also feel that that's exactly why you're trying to pull your energy back, Scorpio, because it feels like it has always been a certain way, and that's not something that you're wanting to repeat or experience again. So I do feel like you have made up you have decided to pull your energy back from this person. I still feel like they don't want to give up on this. I feel like they could still want to reconcile here with the Judgment card, with the Nine of Wands, energy, even with the World card here. It could still feel unfinished, even though maybe it feels that way for both of you. I don't know, Scorpio, but it does feel like it's like trying to close out this cycle here. I feel like it's a challenge. But I feel like you're doing it, and the way to end a cycle is that when it comes back around, somebody has to do something different than what's been done before. So either this person would have to, make a change and change the behavior, or you have to not allow it to come back in, or you have to not, start up again, whatever that is for you. And I feel like that's what you're doing here on your end. You're trying to close it out by pulling your energy back and moving away from it, which maybe is something that you've not done before, or not at least in this way. Their next actions and behaviors towards you, I see the Page of Wands. Yeah, I mean, I do feel like the pages can definitely be the messengers of the tarot. I do feel like, somebody still does want this. They may express that to you. You may receive a message from this person. And sometimes the Page of Wands can be kind of like, being on the receiving end. So you may end up getting some kind of message or communication from this person. The potential outcome, I see the Knight of Pentacles. I'm not sure that I see you taking your time to decide what to do with that. The Knight of Pentacles can, kind of be being at a standstill and, really spending the time to kind of prepare yourself, as well as figure out exactly what the next best step for you is moving forward. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. I feel like this is very hard for both of you. I still feel like this person wants to heal things, but I feel like they can see that something is a little different than maybe it has been in the past. Tell me about this Page of Wands energy. We have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, so I feel like somebody is sending you a message. They could want to talk, Scorpio. So it could be like a simple message, hey, can we talk, or something like that. But I do feel that, the Queen of Swords, she has the knowledge. She's very intelligent. She has a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom, and that comes from her experiences. Her experiences have made her a little bit, and I don't want to say she's cold. I just feel like she is very low tolerance. We'll put it like that. I definitely feel that you may be open, like you may not have this person blocked. You may, receive their message here, but I also feel like you're kind of looking in a different direction. I do feel like some of you may not be sure if you're even going to respond at all. But I do feel like they're finding you in a very detached energy, and it's coming from the experiences, like I said, that you've had have caused you to feel like this is what you need to do for you. And I'm really drawn to the butterflies here. On her crown, it is all butterflies. And the butterflies represent some kind of big change and transformation. And I feel like, Scorpio, you see that is what you're wanting. You're wanting some kind of major change and transformation. You're not wanting to continue on in this cycle the way that it has been. And I think you are recognizing that you pulling your energy back is what you need to do in order to obtain that transformation, in order to kind of close this cycle out, as difficult as it is. The Knight of Pentacles here. Why is that the potential outcome? We have the Sun card. Yeah, I don't think you're going to act at all, Scorpio, when you receive this communication. I feel like you're going to take whatever time you need to figure out what is best for you moving forward. And until you have that clarity, I don't see you really doing much at all. And I think that is very difficult for you. I see the Three of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. I think it's very hard for you because I do feel like you love this person very deeply, but I do feel that you are doing what's best for you. We have the Eight of Cups here, and the Eight of Cups is walking away from something that is missing some kind of an emotional component here. There's something that this person is not receiving that they need, and that's why they have to walk away. It is a very empowered energy. So that is what I have for you, Scorpio. I do hope that this helps, and everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading, scheduling personal readings, Patreon, the tarot course, all of that is in the description box below for you. And if you want personal prayers for any reason, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you so much for being here with me, and I will see you next time.